I was in Canada a while back, and I was talking to this girl. I said, it's so cool how in Canada, you guys have legal weed across the nation. And she was like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, oh my God, I don't. She said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Texas. She was like, you see, in Canada, we need to be more like Texas, because y'all have guns. We need guns. I need a gun. I was like, I think you'll be all right. I think you just need somebody to talk to. She was like, you don't get it. We don't all want legal weed, because what a lot of people don't see is that when Canada legalized weed, it came with a lot of bullshit. They gave the police more power. Now they can pull you over, search you for no real reason at all. They treat you bad. There's been an increase in police brutality cases, and she's going on and on. And I don't know if that stuff is true, but even if it is, it's like unfair treatment as a trade-off for legal weed. I'd take it. Cutting hair from home is how I realized my grandma didn't even care about my safety. There used to be grown men covered in tattoos showing up at my doorstep, like a little Ralphie here. She'd be like, yeah, he's in that room by himself. She even would leave me alone with him sometimes. I saw her pulling out the driveway, and I ran out there. I was like, Grandma, what are you doing? There's an adult in there. She was like, yeah, he'll watch you. I'll be right back. Sometimes I'd mess up on these haircuts, and I would have these grown-ass men just screaming at me in my little 13-year-old bedroom. As soon as I'd give them the mirror, but let me see. God damn, what the fuck, dumbass? Be like, you don't know what you're doing, do you? You don't know how to cut no hair. But I would always tell them the same thing. I'm 13. Why would you let me do this? That's when I was 12. By the time I was 13, I was tired of working for the man. I started cutting hair out of my bedroom. Like, the only way you can learn to cut hair is by practicing on people. And none of my friends wanted to let me practice on them. But thankfully for me, all my friends were just poor enough. They had no choice but to let me practice on them. A lot of them had single moms and a lot of siblings. Their moms couldn't afford to take them and their brothers to a real barbershop. So they bring it to me, I'll cut their hair for free, and then their moms, to help me, would post the pictures on Facebook. Like, I keep my baby looking fresh. Yeah, since 13, I've been empowering these ghetto queens. It's just that sometimes they would get too personal with the post, you know? They'd post the pictures of the cuts, and they'd be like, I keep my babies nice, fresh, and clean cut, and I do it on my own. No man paid for this. And I'd be in the comments like, if anybody else needs a free haircut, come to my grandma's. Yeah, I kept changing the radio, and he screamed at me. He's like, no toques el radio, don't touch the radio. It's like, oh, damn. And then the next day, I didn't talk, I didn't touch the radio, just washed dishes all day. At the end of the night, we did a deep cleaning of the whole restaurant. And when the older Mexican dudes were done, they sat on these boxes in the middle of the kitchen, just talking, drinking. But I kept looking for things to clean, because I wanted to get back in their good graces and show them I'm a good kid, I'm a hard worker. And then the one who screamed at me, he called me over. He was like, I went over there. He got up off the box and he pulled out a beer. He was like, ¿Quieres una cerveza? He's offering me a beer. But I'm 12. So I was like, okay. I was like, no más dos. Mañana tengo escuela. I remember my first weekend there, the older Mexican dudes got mad because I kept changing the radio. I couldn't get motivated to the songs that they worked to, man. Old Mexican dudes worked their ass off to the most lovey-dovey music all day at work, which is wild because right after work, they go home and treat their women like shit. I remember one of the guys there, he invited us to a cookout at his house, and it was wild to see him go from chopping onions at work like, ¿Sabes que me gustas tanto? And then that same night, he's yelling at his wife like, pendeja, vete pa' dentro. I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh my God, he's a sweetheart to us. I was like, maybe you should get a job with us, lady. Could save your marriage.